artwork for the album, it was quite cool how it came about actually. So there was a good friend of mine who I used to go to college with, known since I was about 17, and she tagged me out of the blue on an image of a painting on Facebook because the painting looked ridiculously like me from when I had sort of long red hair. And so I went through some of the other images that this artist had done on her album, on a photo album, and I found the image that is now used for the Recovery is Learning album cover. And it was a little bit different. The character was the same, but the background was different, and I had a little idea in that I like having the night sky and the idea of the lights and the embers and that kind of thing. So I just dropped her a message and said, look, I really love your artwork. I would like to use one for an album I'm writing. Would you be willing to do this? And she was really up for it, so she made a few little changes for me, came up with a nice big fresh piece, posted it over. She's based in Budapest. Her name's Roxanne Phoenix. And I was really happy to stumble by her stuff because the work that she did was absolutely perfect. So I was so happy to meet her. First song that we wrote on the album was Chiasma. Sitting at John's, he sort of came up with the track. He popped out for the evening and then just sort of sat me at the computer and said, right, I want lyrics for this one. Because I wasn't normally someone who was... I did have ideas, little ideas of lyrics beforehand, but I didn't walk in with the whole sort of song. I'd hear the track and then I'd sort of let it sort of come out naturally when listening to the track. And thankfully Chiasma was one that just sort of came out really easily. It was really, it kind of wrote itself in a way really, and that was a really good sort of starting point for the album as well, like motivation wise. It was like, yeah, let's do this. Gosh, yes, I just played my first live gig with the solo material. I played at Trinity Festival in Leamington Spa. It was Trinity 2. Trinity Festival is a festival that was initially started by Adam Hodgson and Moo from Touchstone when I was with them to raise money for cancer charities. But it was originally supposed to be a couple of days with a couple of bands, but the singer from one of those bands, Tina Booth, was sadly diagnosed with sort of breast cancer during, so we decided to change what the gig would have been into a fundraiser. And then ever since, it's now sort of a fundraising festival, so we're doing that again today. And it was great to sort of come back. First time I played was with Touchstone, and then second time coming back was to debut all the new material. So it was really, really good. I'm so proud of the whole band. It was received really well. It was a lot of fun. And I'm hoping it's a good sign for sort of any future gigs, because it was just absolutely fantastic. So for the members of the band who I play live with, we've got myself, we've got the guitarist who is Anthony Seaman, who I've known for a very long time. I've got my friend Diane Fox on bass. She's a wonderful bassist who we have a nice little joke that we share our birthday, so she's a little birthday buddy on the bass. We've got Moray Macdonald on keyboards. He played for sort of Ghost Community and played for a number of other bands as well. And Graham Brown on the drums, who also played for Rob Cottingham in the Cairo project. So I just sort of approached them when it started writing, and luckily for me they were all up for it, and yeah, they all did really, really well. So on the actual album, musician-wise, John took control on that really. He took the reins and went with it, so he does the vast majority of what's on there. I do the vocals and melodies, lyrics, all that kind of thing. And then we've got Graham Brown, who plays the drums for the album. He's the drummer for the album. And then on a track called Faberge, there is a keyboard player called Liam Holmes, who also plays for Touchstone now. Nice little family. And he plays the piano on Faberge. So it's a nice little collection of the musicians on the album.